Man, y'all not ready. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop
Y'all
playing.
ain't ready.
Young Obama in the track and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they rip him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark. And them killers like sharks the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic. We really love the queens. Holding down the kings. Loading hot slings with multiple hot wings. Every ghetto scene hit his heart, hit his spleen in the Chinese store. Put-a-ding. I'm the lord of the wing. Hyena hot wings. Respect my kids and my queen. Hyena hot wings. My fam and my team. Hyena hot wings. My goals and my dreams. On the table with 5 trains, the seal's been cracked. They raping, they purging, they loading up them straps. Jamal know geometry, his brain on his lap. Endorse the final chapter, I know we'll be back. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 in the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Bacardi wanna dance, she in love with a bag. Shoot a bloody rag with the triple black jack. Youngin' body count like that. Turn goons into talk wigs and mountain bikes. They call it shoot a drag, youngin'. Jack the trap, youngin' just like him. Now's a meeting in the jungle. And Steve's in the den, they chose rag and queen. I could still hear him scream. I was stuffed for law. Shooters on their day. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic.
Yeah. The levels. We thank y'all for tuning into Billionaire Radio, LLNEAR, because the billions are near. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. Over here is my star. He's the co-host, Lateef Billions, with the infamous Troll Brothers. This is that show that's, make you do what it do. It's going to make you laugh.
It's gonna make you cry.
It's going to make you mad.
It's gonna make you ponder.
Sometimes you're going to get upset. What we're going to say out of our mouth. But you're going to enjoy it. You're definitely going to enjoy it. Because we say what we say, we do what we do. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Season 2, Episode 55, baby. 55, Cam. There you go. And right now, we are live on Glockwear Radio, so tune in. We're going to take y'all on a nice plane ride. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a little bit of rocky. It's going to be a little bit of turbulence. But when we get done, you're going to say, man, that was a smooth landing. If y'all new to the channel on Billionaire Radio, like, comment,
share,
subscribe to the channel. We thank everybody. Today is going to be a special day. You know why it's going to be a special day today? Because me and my co-host was getting into it this week, right? He was fussing and complaining. He says, listen, man, we got to spice this thing up. I said, all right. I said, you know what? When you bring your topics to the table, He said, he's been complaining, right? Y'all know what he does sometimes. He does this. Y'all know what he does. It's my guy. I love him. My brother, I love him. But we put our beefs on public with y'all. We want y'all to see what we really go through. So when y'all see what it takes to make a show be successful, we got to show y'all the good, and we got to show y'all the bad. We got to show y'all the annoying part, which he was annoying yesterday, okay? So without further ado, we're going to listen to his first topic. I'm going to chill today. He's going to give me the topics. I'm just going to feed off of him. We're going to talk about what he wants to talk about. There's a lot going on, and it's loaded, baby. What you hit us with today, T? What you going to talk about today, T? What we got?
Absolutely nothing.
See that? This is what I got to deal with. See, now y'all understand what I got to deal with. I got the co-host that complains. He complains. And when I say, listen, you got to do it, see what he does to me? You got to listen. The fans is waiting on you, man.
No, they not waiting on me.
I see you was in the gym too, man. They're not waiting on you.
Nah.
But what'd you say to me yesterday?
What you mean what I said?
What you say? Okay. What'd you say? Well, I didn't call you back on purpose. I said, I'm not dealing with this guy today. You was texting me. What were you saying?
The last thing I wrote, I said, yeah, you know,
it's spiciness.
I said it's been lit. I said it's been lit lately. I said I was talking about episode 41. I was like,
every episode.
I was like, hurry up with these episodes. Get the old episodes out the way.
No, that's not what you talked about.
We were talking about clips. We weren't talking about the show.
Right.
I'm like, we sending out these clips.
And understand, okay.
And all I see on the clips is you doing a whole lot of talk.
This is what we do. We talk.
And I'm supposed to be the star.
And I'm giving you the chance to be a star.
And I'm like, I'm like, oh, these is the most famous clips of Big Black Arm. Where Teeth at on these jumps?
I knew it was going to happen. See what I'm saying? So I'm trying to let him have his clip. Remember, all the clips is an edit of what we actually do. It's nothing made up. It's like, this is how the show was. This is what we did.
All I said was give me some more spice,
Okay, then you got to be Spice.
It's in there. The spice is in there. Just go in there and grab them out.
So what spice you got right now?
Whenever you get your thing rolling, we gonna get it spice. We gonna get it rolling.
You have nothing to say for the audience. You have nothing to say for the audience, for the fan. See what I got to deal with. That's why I love this guy, man.
It's your job, bro.
It's my job.
I can't do what you do.
All right.
So let's get it popping.
Respectfully, because he said that, we're gonna talk about something. You know, the boy. I've been talking about this guy a lot lately. The baby right now.
Right.
You know, he's back in the, you know, in the news like he's never ever left the news. They've been hitting him ever since. And now he brought up on charges, on assault charge, for beating up on either the landlord guy or whatever the guy was at the place they were renting. But he beat the guy up, and the guy went and got his lawyer and filed charges. And now it's a big thing. I know you didn't hear about it. That's why I'm talking about it backwards.
Right.
So just by thinking about that, what comes to your mind?
So he beat up a landlord.
Suppose your property manager, you know, whoever you want to work.
Property manager.
Right.
And this like what happened before he became the baby.
No, this is recent. This is something recent. Something recent.
That don't make a lot of sense to me.
It said this is recent.
Yeah, that don't make a lot of sense to me.
You know, somebody's really trying to bring the baby down. And you know what? I think the baby's real smart and real intelligent. You know why? Because he actually, you know, if you notice, he filmed it himself.
Right. And
the part he filmed is the part that the guy didn't talk about.
Right.
So the guy was calling him the N-word and all this other kind of stuff.
Oh,
yeah, see?
Wow.
And he was saying, and then that's how that went.
Oh, they trying to set him up.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So, and do you think we live in a time now where you have to record everything?
Yes.
To protect yourself?
Yes, I do.
It's like, imagine if he didn't record himself.
Right.
You know, when you first heard the story, you're like, all right, he assaulted this guy.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, he put the footage out of himself that he filmed on his phone. He put it out social media, put it publicly like he always does. And now it's like everybody's backpedaling like, okay, well, maybe it's not as bad. Because remember, they tried to tie it from the Walmart shooting.
Right.
And then just try to just hit him with this.
Right.
They said, this guy, he's just losing his mind.
Right, exactly.
But now it's justified because the guy was flying off with the N-word and the bombs.
Wow.
You know, and
so it's two sides to every story.
Yeah, I need you to give me some spice for this because this is going to be a clip. So I need you to give me your opinion on this part, so that way it's you talking, not me.
Yeah, all right. So in my opinion, at first when you first said this to me, I was like, I don't know why he's doing all this. You know, he's paid. He's he's popular, and he's popping. So why would he draw like that? But then when you told me the part about him actually filming what happened, and the boy calling him the word and all that, I guess it's justified what happened. But still, even with that, he has to show some type of restraint, being that he's a public figure and he's a superstar. He has to show some type of restraint. He should have had someone take care of that for him. So he should have never got into that on his own.
So he got to show restraint, but Mike Tyson got to show last week, though, for beat the bull up.
Mike Tyson not who he is. I mean, Mike Tyson is not on the platform. I mean, it's baby time. Mike Tyson time is over. Not to mention, Mike is a lot more mature than the baby. You know what I'm saying? Mike a grown man. Not to say that the baby ain't a grown man, but he's still young. He's still immature. He still got a little bit of growing to do. But like I said, him being a superstar and making the type of coin that he is making, he should have had somebody on deck to handle that. He shouldn't be handling no stuff like that on his own. You know what I mean? He should have soldiers. He definitely should have soldiers.
I want y'all to know that this is Lateef Clips Day, okay? So if y'all don't see me talking much, because I want him to get all the clips for this show. Because he complains I do all the talking.
I also complained about you being a crybaby, bro. Because you acting like a crybaby right now.
Well, because I feel like you're ungrateful.
You feel like I'm ungrateful.
Yeah, you're ungrateful.
I'm not ungrateful. Come on, man.
See? You
Ain't
don't like
nothing
that.
ungrateful about me.
Okay.
I'm the most giving dude on this planet.
And giving and ungrateful are two different things.
Listen, bro.
Ungrateful means you don't appreciate. That's what I'm talking about. You don't appreciate. So I'm a crybaby.
You saying that I don't appreciate? Can you really say that? Can you really sit up here and say I don't appreciate?
Can you really say I'm a crybaby?
Yes.
Okay, then I can say you're ungrateful. For you to call me a crybaby, you gotta be ungrateful.
Nah, bro.
So, this is Lateef Clips Day. Get all your clips. You ready for this one?
I'm ready, bro.
All right, so Young Thug, he was talking some, he went on, and he's a rapper. He's getting the rappers out the way.
Okay.
He said a little comment that he's trying to say that what's going on right now with a lot of the poverty and the killing, he feels as though people that's broke shouldn't make babies. He said if you broke, you shouldn't be making children. He said because you're bringing these children, in the world under poverty, and they're forced to, rob, steal, and kill to be, to do things. Do you agree with what he's saying? I paraphrase pretty much what he said, but
I think I agree with that 100%. I think you should prepare to have children. I mean, children that come in the world sometimes by mistake, and then, you scrambling to do what you got to do to make sure that they are all right.
Well, we're not talking about preparing. We're talking about being broke, because you can prepare and still be broke.
I don't think if you don't have any money, I don't think you should be having any children.
So pretty much nobody should be making babies if you're broke.
No, nobody.
That's
my opinion.
All right, so you got to get more. You got to talk more in depth.
Let it come, bro. Keep it coming.
This is going to be
load them clips up,
right,
bro.
So you got to keep talking though. You can't stop.
Well, don't stop me from talking. Stop interrupting me
let's
when
go
I'm
then.
talking.
Let's go.
Like I said, nobody, in my opinion.
Okay.
If you can't take care of yourself, no, you should not be trying to have babies. No, that's my opinion.
That's it.
That's it.
You gotta talk more than that.
No, you don't.
That's
not
a clip.
That's a dead. It ain't nothing else to.
Is that a hot clip?
You don't gotta put nothing else on that. Why you gotta put anything else on that? I got to the point. I got right to the point.
Okay.
And the answer is no.
All right. And see how the silence comes because see, the silence comes. See how that happens? You gotta dig more in detail. You gotta say, okay, you know what? You gotta explain why you don't agree. So why don't you agree?
I just told you why I don't agree.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. If you don't have any money, if you don't have any capital, if you can't take care of yourself, you should not be trying to have children.
So how does that affect how does that affect anything?
What you mean, how does it affect anything? If you can't feed a child, why are you trying to have a child? So the baby get here, you living in a room? How you gonna clothe the baby? How you gonna feed the baby? You gotta pay electric, you gotta pay gas, you gotta make sure you got heat, you gotta make sure you got refrigeration, you gotta make sure the education. You might want to send them to private school.
You know, there's a whole lot of successful people.
Medical. There's a whole lot of stuff that's involved with having children.
But there's a whole lot of successful people right now who went through what you're saying they shouldn't be going through.
And what's that?
Poverty. Some even had to share clothes. Some didn't even have clothes to change. Some was in a 2-3 bedroom house with 12 people. So some didn't know how they were going to eat the next day. Some eat cornflakes for, or cereal for dinner.
And they plan to have children, living like that.
We're not talking about planning. We're just talking about saying that if you're broke, you shouldn't have children. That's the topic now.
Okay, and that's exactly what I said. If you broke, you shouldn't have children. Now you just brought up to me about somebody that just went through. What'd you say they was going through?
I don't know.
Well, you said they was trying to make it.
This shit highlight.
You like, yo, they was trying to make it. I'm like, that didn't make sense to me.
So what happens? So what happens if they get pregnant by accident?
I just said that if they get pregnant,
I
just said if they could get pregnant by accident, then that's a different story.
That's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, it did. That wasn't something that they planned on.
So should they not have sex if they don't have money?
Yeah, you shouldn't even have sex if you ain't got no money.
So if you don't have any sex, then you can't make a baby. So your situation is don't have any babies if you don't have the money, and if you don't have the money, then just go ahead and don't have sex.
According to women anyway, broke men don't deserve cookie anyway.
Okay.
So you probably ain't getting none anyway.
So this is a hot topic, man. So you got to say on that?
Yeah, that's all I got to say on that.
How is that?
What else do you want me to say?
It's a lot.
What else do you want me to say?
I feel like this is this topic that I brought up because it's a deep topic. It's going on right now in different communities. It's not a poverty, and it's like a lot of kids right now who rob, steal, and kill them because they don't have. They forced to sell drugs or do illegal things to make money because they don't have. And sometimes the parents are on drugs. They don't have. So,
but that's an old story, though, bro.
No, it's an old story that's current.
We all know it's a lot of things that could lead to poverty. It's a lot of things that could lead to the way these kids are acting out here. And a lot of them things, in my opinion, it starts with the home. It starts with having a mother. It starts with having a father. In my opinion, the fathers are missing. In my opinion, you got a lot of single mothers out here trying to raise men.
All right, but that's a different.
In my opinion,
that's a different topic because we just said if you're broke.
Topic.
We just said if you're talking about
it's
after
not
the fact.
a different topic.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a different topic.
It is. Let me help you out. The topic is if you're broke, you shouldn't have babies. That's the topic.
Okay.
So we're talking about the pre, not after.
And so, I already said,
right. So if
you broke, you should not have children.
Right.
Already said.
And you said because of what reason?
I told you why. Because you can't take care of them.
Are you liking this hot seat?
I'm not hot at all.
Okay, good.
You can keep it coming.
Good. This is a tougher topic for you, all right?
Bring it, bro.
All right, so now this one I'm not going to say nothing.
Okay.
Because I know you got this one.
Okay.
All right?
Break it down.
So this is comedy hour for me.
Okay, break it down.
So there's a British mechanic. He pretty much had lost his penis, right? Infection. And when they wanted to put the penis back together to use his arm, but something happened. They had to stop the procedure, and he has a penis that's been growing on his arm for 6 years.
What?
His penis.
It's growing on his arm.
Yeah.
That don't make sense, man.
It does make sense.
Come on, man. That ain't even a true story. Is that something you made up?
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Ain't nothing I made up.
Come on, bro.
Listen.
Anybody with intelligence, they're not going to entertain that.
Listen.
That's entertaining ignorance
so
right
back
now.
in 2010, right, there was a British mechanic, right? We didn't got to say his name. We can say his name, Malcolm McDonald. Y'all can Google it, right? So he watched in horror as his penis fell off and landed on the floor. Right in front of him. The cause of the incident was attributed to an infection in his penis, with the perineum. Okay? Shortly after his loss, surgeons created a makeshift penis for the 47-year-old using skin from his left arm. Their intention was to relocate a man-made member to his private area in place of the original.
So they used the skin from his arm.
So unfortunately, for the father of two, because he has kids, the surgical team was forced to halt the operation due to the lack of oxygen in his bloodstream. Therefore, he was stuck with an artificial penis hanging from his forearm for nearly 6 years due to scheduling difficulties and also due to the rise of COVID-19. All right, so,
bro, come on, man.
What?
I'm lost, man.
I just broke it. I bet.
If I'm lost, I know they lost.
No, so
you saying, first of all,
right.
There's so many holes in his story. Let's start with this. He
Right.
at work, and all of a sudden, his penis just fall off. And I guess it dropped down through his pants and fell on the floor.
he had an infection, yeah.
Okay. So the infection just completely made his penis fall off.
Yeah.
Completely. And he at work walking around, and all of a sudden, it just drops out his pants onto the floor.
I didn't get into them details. The point was,
But you said it fell off.
He had to go to and get
And then
it
he went to a doctor,
surgeon
a surgeon who took skin off his
skin
arm
graft it, right.
to surgically give him some type of makeshift type
Right.
penis
Right.
that eventually ended up coming out of his arm.
Well, they had to stop because they started using the skin from his arm. So they had, wrapping his arm like a little pig in a blanket type thing. And in the process of doing all that, the skin graft, they had to stop for a minute because of what was going on with the loss of oxygen and everything that was going on. So then he was stuck because everything was happening. Even COVID slowed things down. So he had to walk around with the penis on his arm until he got a chance to finish the whole situation. All right, I'm taking the mic back.
That don't make no sense at all.
I'm taking the mic back, man.
Please take the mic back, because that's dumb.
They ended up finishing, and now he got his back in the right place. They even gave him a whole thing, artificial thing.
So for a little while, they taped it to his arm.
Yeah.
To reserve it.
Correct.
Until they was ready to use it.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I'm just,
Next.
I just wanted to see now. Now I'm getting my clips back, all right? So you had your moment, your clips. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing what we do, all right? Because this is what we do. We make things happen.
Okay.
Because now we're about to go take it left, all right?
All right,
so
let's
right
go.
now, what's going on in America?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very serious thing.
Mm-hmm.
The actual Supreme Court draft opinion came out about the Roe versus Wade. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to reverse Roe versus Wade. And I know you don't know what that is, so I got to break it down. Because you're going to say, what is that?
Pronounce it. First again, pronounce it once more again.
Roe versus Wade.
Okay, Roe versus Wade. Go ahead.
Are you familiar with Roe versus
No,
Wade?
I heard about it.
You heard about it?
Yeah, but I ain't look into it. I ain't
Okay,
researched
what did you
it.
hear about Roe versus Wade was?
Nothing. I didn't go into it too deep.
I mean, but are you familiar with what it is?
No, I'm not.
Okay, not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much, understand in 1971, there was a case filed by Norma McCurvey. I can't pronounce her name, but known in court documents as Jane Roe. That's where it came from.
Right.
All right. And it was against Henry Wade, who was the district attorney. This is all in Dallas County. Who enforced a Texas law that permitted abortion except to save a woman's life. January 22nd, 1973, the U.S. Supreme Court, in a 7-2 decision, affirms the legality of a woman's right to have an abortion under the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. The court held that a woman's right to an abortion fell within the right to the privacy, which was recognized in the Griswold versus Connecticut, protected by the 14th Amendment. The decision gave a woman the right to an abortion during the entirety of the pregnancy and defined different levels of state interest for regulating abortion in the second and the third trimesters. The ruling affected laws in 46 states. This is what's going on. So why am I talking about this? Because now they're trying to reverse it and say you can't have an abortion. And this is what's about to happen right now.
In 46 states.
At the time, that's what was going on. We're talking about 71 to 73. And that's why it's such a big deal, because when she filed, that's why it's such a big deal. And
so
now,
if they trying to control population, why would they put out a law like that?
who said they trying to control population?
They are trying to control
Where'd you get that fact from?
Why are these wars going on?
Why
did COVID come out?
But why do you say that's trying to control population? You gotta have some
because
facts
what I'm saying is the facts is there. I just gave you the fact.
What's the fact that you think
COVID,
they're trying to control?
how many Americans died from COVID?
So where does the facts,
how many people in the world died from COVID?
So where are the facts?
How many people is dying from war right now as we speak?
Oh, the war that you said that didn't exist, that was phony? That war? The war in Ukraine and Russia that you said wasn't real? That war?
Oh, man.
But that's the war, right?
World population, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. They want to control the population, but then they're going to tell you that you can't have an abortion. That's not making any sense. That's not adding up.
Okay. So do you think it's a big deal?
It is a big deal.
You know, but the woman in abortion?
Yeah, I mean, it should be a woman right, and it should go up to the stage of where the baby is, to where it's not considered murder. Because some people even consider the fetus stage murder. But I think if the baby is full grown in the woman's body, I mean, legs, arm, hands, eyes, and all that, a fully developed baby, you should not be allowed to terminate that.
So you're saying that you support it up to a certain point?
Up to a certain point.
Well, right now they're out there protesting because they're about to just stop the whole thing with the abortion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're looking at nothing past 12 weeks. It's looking like you can't do an abortion past 12 weeks.
Okay. But like I said, what stage is the fetus in after 12 weeks? What was it? What development has the the egg made? I mean, as far as the baby, I mean, what in 12? You said 12 weeks? Trying to break it down for you.
Get going, man.
Is that 4 months?
Get going, man.
Is that 4 months? 3 months. It's around 3 or 4 months, right? That's a lot of development. So I'll go with 12 weeks.
So you think
3 months, 3 to 4 months? Yeah, I'll go with that.
So you think they should stop abortion?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
So
I think they should catch it in the early stages.
So a woman that's raped, is she allowed to get an abortion?
I think she should be allowed to get an abortion if she raped.
What if it goes past 12 weeks?
Then I think she still should be allowed to get the abortion.
But you just said that she shouldn't be able to.
But you threw rape in there. That's a whole nother. You went from consensual to rape. That's
matter.
2 different categories.
Well, that's not what this is. They're only saying to save a person's life is the only exception. Other than that, they're saying you can't do it. That's what they're pushing that whole thing.
I mean, I don't agree with that law. I don't think that they should come in where you just can't have abortions. That's I don't even think that law is gonna get passed between me and you. I think it's just a bunch of this.
It's already about to happen. What are you talking about?
You really think it's gonna happen?
I just broke it down to you.
Okay, we'll see.
It's about to happen. That's what's going on right now.
46 states.
It's about to happen right now. They're pretty much going to overturn that whole situation.
It's going to the Supreme Court.
Already,
are Americans going to be allowed to vote on this?
Already going to. No.
So Americans don't have a say in it?
No.
Okay.
It's not who make the decision.
I know who make the decision.
Right. It has nothing to do with it. But
we make the decisions when it's time to put them in, and put them in place. But we can't vote on decisions that might affect us.
No. What you can do is vote on the people that's standing for certain things that you may stand for that you might want to go along with, but you have nothing to do with the Supreme Court. Okay. They move how they move. Nobody's gonna listen to them.
That's not gonna be a very good.
Right now they're actually protesting. I don't know what that even matters.
Yeah, that's not.
I never understood.
That's not gonna be a very good law. Not in my
I don't
opinion.
know. I don't understand what the whole purpose of. They actually protesting right now.
Not in my opinion.
Right. So women's rights is now in jeopardy when it comes to that right now.
Right.
So.
Right.
I feel like it's definitely a problem, and nobody should say what to do with a woman's body. I think that's when the government things is getting a little crazy, when it comes to that. It's like you can't, why is it even okay to be able to say you can't do this with your body and they have nothing to do with your body? They should mind their business.
It's gonna cause major problems. I mean, major problems.
Well, they've been doing it for a minute.
Because now you can't get rid of that baby. Now you're gonna have more of the fraudulent doctors. You're gonna have young girls going to somebody's room where somebody gonna take a wire hanger and stick it up there.
Yeah, they're going back to the wire hanger days.
And it's just gonna be all over the place. They're going
back to the wire hanger days.
It's gonna be real messy, bro. Real messy.
You know. Why you give me that look, man?
Just like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
Please.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys new to the channel, Billionaire Radio. Special episode today. It's Lateef clips. He getting his clips as highlights.
No, I want to see them clips delivered. I don't want to get all the clips.
It's only you talking.
I want them clips delivered.
It's only you talking today. I'm just trying to be quiet, letting you talk.
Look, bro. Listen, man. You good at what you do.
No, listen.
I appreciate you. Trust me, I do. I appreciate you. And I already said I can't do what you can do.
But today is your clip.
You know what I'm saying? But you was
what, man?
Woo!
Exactly. All right, so we did everything but fist fight today, y'all. I know we had the boxing gloves. Y'all would love to see us go in the boxing ring, right?
I got teeth.
In the boxing ring? All right, I'll let you have it. Even though I'm undefeated, but that's another conversation. Yeah. All right, so right now, interesting enough, there's a warrant issued for an Alabama corrections officer on charges of permitting or facilitating escape of a missing inmate. What just happened? The guy escapes with the correction officer, and she was in charge of the facility. She was about to retire. She did 20 years. She's about to retire, and she says she's taking the guy to the court for mental evaluation, and never comes back. They end up later finding her car in the parking lot
of a hotel.
No, at the mall. Just a regular mall shops in the parking lot.
So
and they're looking for her, and the guy they said is 6'9", and he
can't hide nowhere.
He's in jail for murder. So
did they catch him?
Nah, they looking for him now. They will catch him pretty soon. But why do you think that happened? Like, what do you think? Because now they can't find a history of them being in any kind of relationship or romantic relationship. So what they're trying to figure out is, was she forced? Did he have something on her, or did she do it at her own will? But right now, she's charged with a warrant, and they're looking for him.
Is she in custody?
Wanted. She is wanted.
Oh, so that means she's still on the run too.
She's wanted.
So maybe he kidnapped her.
But how? How did you kidnap her when there's cameras and everything and you walk through the facility?
All right, but where was she supposed to be taking him? In a car?
Nowhere.
So how did he get out of the prison and to the car?
She took him out, but she lied and said she had to take him somewhere so nobody wouldn't ask questions.
She lied and said she had to take a 6'9" murderer somewhere, and no one asked questions.
Right. So you gotta understand, the issue is warrant. Her name is Vicky White, and she's the assistant director of the corrections for Lauderdale County. So now she was the assistant director, so she was pretty much running things. She's right under the director. So why do you think this happened?
I only can think of two things.
Right.
One, if it's mob related, and she got touched on the outside and was forced to do something like that. Or two, they had a secret situation going on that nobody knew about, and they kept it very discreet. Because you say no records of them, no emails, no text messages, no letters, no footage of them showing any type of affection towards each other, but something had to be going on. Something.
Well, we're going to find out because they're on the search for him. And like I said, this guy, he's he murdered a couple people, and that's why he's in jail doing his time. It's very interesting.
Like I said, the only way I could see that if somebody from the outside.
I only brought this up because I wanted to hear you elaborate on more detail on, like, paint the picture for everybody. Like, why do you think, and what do you think can happen, and what do you think going to happen next? Like,
what I think is going to happen next?
Right.
I think he's going to get caught. Because, where are you going to hide him? He's 6'9". And you talking about mall parking lots. You talking about cameras. Does she have a family?
Yeah, the family's upset.
Okay.
Family shop. But the one person who is the son of the mother that he killed, he fears for her. He feels like maybe she's in danger. He may do what he gotta do and kill her.
So he in there for 2 bodies.
He's out now. He got away.
All right, I understand that. But he was incarcerated, right?
For murder.
For murder.
Right.
And one of the victims that he murdered, the mother, you said, was communicating with the lady that helped him
the
get
son
away?
of the mother that was killed.
No, that's twisted.
No, son of the mother, he spoke about it saying, because they're now trying to find this guy that got out. And she was literally going to retire on Friday. So she did a couple of days for retirement. So they're trying to figure out what's going on here.
And in my opinion,
and she has a family.
And it doesn't make any sense. It's not adding up. It's hard for me to put one and one together on this case. So, I mean, in my opinion, like I said, either somebody on the outside got involved where they threatened her family if she didn't take care of this, or number 2, they were in a relationship together. Maybe they, had an inside thing going on, because it's plenty of women that done got fired for messing with inmates. So, you can't run away from that. But in my opinion, they had to be communicating in such a way where she would say, I'm taking him somewhere.
I think her life is in danger. I hope they don't find her dead, but I feel like her life is in danger. And I feel like something happened, something was said, and whoever he was connected to, whatever that situation was, she had to make a decision. She was forced. And she couldn't tell, she couldn't get help. And now she's on a run with this person. And he pretty much kidnapped her.
Nah, I ain't kidnap her.
Oh, yeah. I can kidnap you without a gun.
Listen, man, because she in the facility. All she had to do was just scream. You got all the COs and everything.
I'm talking about the reason why she did it. I'm not talking about
him grabbing her. I'm just saying, even if she was threatened, he still got to get her out the facility.
No. Not threatened by him. Threatened by who he's associated with.
Yeah, I said that.
Right.
I'm just saying that.
So something had to happen.
When I really think about it,
because she threw her whole life in the trash to do something like that. Like, you actually going to be charged with escorting a felon, and your rank is assistant director. You're the top, under the top of the whole prison, and you do something like that right before you retire.
I think somebody, like I said in the beginning, I think somebody might have touched her from the outside. But then when I really think about it,
there's nowhere you can go. You can't live your life. You can't go and use your bank. You can't use a debit card or any kind. There's nothing you can do.
Maybe she in love. Maybe they in love. People do stupid things for love.
You think she's in love? I think she's in danger.
Because they were like, let's run away. Let's run away.
I think she's too intelligent for that.
Blah, 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 blah.
If she's the assistant director, she knows how the inside and everything works. She knows about the camera. She knows everything.
Yes.
So for her to lie to get him out,
she didn't have to leave. I mean, she didn't have to leave. She didn't have to leave. If she put it this way, if she thought she was in any danger at all, she just would have never went through with it. He would have never got her out the building.
All right, want to hear a sad story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
And I need you to elaborate.
Okay.
This is Lateef Clips, y'all. Lateef Clips. Episode 55. Lateef Clips, y'all. So there's a Alabama health department worker killed by a pack of dogs. And the woman was arrested for manslaughter who owned the dogs. So the lady was investigating a dog attack. And when she went to investigate about the dog attack, she got attacked by some dogs. The dogs mauled her and killed her. And when the people came to find out what's going on about her, the team, they actually seen her car and her dead body laying next to it. So
hold up. Why was she there?
Lateef Clips, y'all. Lateef Clips.
Why would she put billions on the back of that?
Lateef Clips. Y'all. You can say the billion sport. Go ahead.
Billions.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so an Alabama Department of Public Health employee who was following up on a dog attack was attacked and killed by the same pack, officials said. All right.
So she was following up on an attack.
Right.
And got attacked.
Right.
And they ate her.
I mean, they didn't eat her, but they definitely killed her. You know.
They ate that poor woman, bro.
Right. So animal control animal control was handling this. And it was investigated. So I guess my question is, because she was 39 years old.
Right.
My whole question is, why wouldn't you have backup? And
that's the same thing I was just thinking.
Why'd you get out the car? But I need to get the Lateef version.
First of all, why would you walk into a burning building? That's one. You already know you're getting ready to investigate an attack, but you don't prepare yourself for an attack. So that's on her, bro. She bought that. Alpo.
That's it?
Alpo.
That's all you can say to that?
What else is
Lateef
Keep going, bro.
I know. You got to talk
There ain't
more.
nothing else to say.
It's a lot you can
you
say.
Can't elaborate on that.
It's a lot. Like, what's
all right,
going
listen
on?
to me very closely.
Okay.
Hold up. No, time out. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Now, you might be listening slow. I need you to listen a little faster.
I'll think about it.
She was investigating an attack, a dog attack, right?
Right.
And she did not prepare herself for an attack.
Okay.
So you already know before you get there, someone was attacked. Why you ain't bring a group of, people with you? Why you ain't bring the gear, put the gear on and all that, and then go in and investigate? Why did you just get out the car and walk into a burning building?
Well, see, that's better. See that? See how you elaborated? That was better.
I've been saying it the whole time.
No, you did it short last time.
You listening slow.
You did it short last time.
Okay.
That was good. We clap for that one. That was good. All right, here's a good one. You ready for this one?
I'm ready. Keep
all
it
right.
coming.
So everybody all over the world is now upset, and we're all mourning for a 12-year-old kid that was shot by a cop in Philly at that. What's Philly doing? 12-year-old kid shot in the back by a cop, and now he's charged with murder.
That happened, 3 months ago?
March.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that story.
All right, so before I get into details, I want to say, what did you know about that took place?
There was 2 of them, right? From what I heard, it was him and his friend, and I have no idea what they were doing, but I knew they ran away from a scene, and cop shot the 12-year-old in the back a few times.
Okay.
So what you got, lad, with the pad?
Well, I asked you.
But you researched the story. It's right there. Tell me.
I researched everything.
All right, we'll break it down.
But I had to get your input first.
You want me to give you input on something I told you I didn't research? I just know a little bit about it. And I gave you a little bit of detail.
Right, you did.
Okay. Pad.
Right.
All right, get it popping.
And now, I'll put the cape on and I'll save you. So that we can elaborate more, okay? This is teamwork right here.
All right, let's go.
Lateef clips, y'all. Lateef clips. This will be all your clips, man.
Arp.
Even the seal noise he makes.
Arp. Arp.
Yeah, so the shooting happened about 7:24 p.m., right? 4 officers dressed in plain clothes were inside an unmarked car on a surveillance assignment related to a gun investigation.
Right.
This is what was said by Philadelphia Police Deputy Commissioner, all right? Which by the name is Benjamin. Everybody knows who don't know. The officer saw 2 people on a street corner. The little kid, name was Siderio, and the other kid was a 17-year-old. They didn't really give his name at the time.
Right.
Right? Siderio is his last name. That's the 12-year-old.
Right.
The 12-year-old and the 17-year-old.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, the 17-year-old was wanted for questioning in relation to the investigation.
Right.
So the officers drove toward the pair, and that's when everything happened. Now what happened was the actual 12-year-old. You listen to this? This one gets deep.
Right.
This kid, and they put his name out, right?
Right.
Because I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to like do it where it's like I'm leading up to it, but not telling you everything.
Right.
So the kid, right? He pretty much fired at the vehicle, and a bullet entered the rear window. So what did he do? The 12-year-old kid shot, hit a 9mm with a laser on it, laser beam scope, shot in the back of the rear window. It went through the glass. There was four unmarked cops in the car with tinted windows, and one of the cop his eye got damaged because the glass busted his eye.
Right.
And the other 17-year-old now was there. So the 12-year-old starts running.
Right.
So 3 of the officers break for cover.
Right.
And then the one went chasing after him. And then the 12-year-old tossed the gun and was face down. Meanwhile, he was shooting at him. While he's face down, he shot him in the back. So they said it was murder and it was against the code. So now they fired him. So it's a sad situation because the cops killed a 12-year-old.
All right, so how did we get here? You got a 17-year-old and you got a 12-year-old.
Right. Rest in peace to the 12-year-old and condolences to the family.
Rest in peace. Yes, definitely.
Right. It's here in Philadelphia.
Nobody should have to bear with that, the loss of a child. Your child should be burying you. I mean, I definitely wouldn't know how to handle something like that.
Right.
But so who had the gun? The 17-year-old or 12-year-old?
So the 12-year-old had the gun.
Okay. With a laser on it.
9mm with a laser.
And the 12-year-old shot the gun.
Shot the gun.
Through the back window of an unmarked car filled with
4
law enforcement
officers.
Right. In my opinion, and if I'm just looking at it from both sides, and I'm out there working. Undercover.
So nobody knows you're a cop.
And somebody shoots a bullet through the window of the car that we in. What am I supposed to do? I mean, really, how am I supposed to react?
Well, how do you think he should react?
The way he reacted, in my opinion.
Was you get out and chase him?
Of course.
So when he got out and chased him, right?
Right.
The kid threw the gun to the side.
Right.
So after he threw the gun, he's unarmed.
Okay.
You can't shoot him in the back.
He threw the gun away. And
Correct.
then he laid down on the ground.
Correct.
And the officer shot him anyway.
From a half car length away.
Okay. I mean, they don't murder for less. But I mean, that's very touchy, man. I mean, that's wire. I mean, that's that's hairpin. That's a hairpin trigger right there. I mean, it's sad because he's gonna go to jail. He's gonna lose his life. I mean, he's gonna lose his job and basically lose his life because he's gonna spend a lot of time in prison. But it's a very, very, very unfortunate situation. But on the other side, you got to think like this, though. Why was a 17-year-old and a 12-year-old walking around with a 9 with the scope, with a laser on it anyway? And why was they shooting it into an unmarked car? Do you think they would be alive had they decided not to pick up the gun, right? And use it, and probably went and played the Xbox or played basketball or anything, any type of training, boxing, football, basketball, baseball, golf, tennis, hockey, or just have fun on the block being a kid? You walking around with a 9mm loaded with a laser on it and you shot it. So whose fault is that, in your opinion?
It's a sad thing.
It's very sad.
It's a sad situation.
It's a very sad situation. But people always put themselves in situations, Like I said, open the door to a burning building, walk in, close it, and wonder why they burning up or why they burnt to death.
So how does that burning building?
Because it's all about decisions. You got to make better decisions in life. You just have to. Some of them you're allowed to recoil from. Some of them you aren't. There's some people that made mistakes that cost them their lives. There's some people that made mistakes that was able to still be,
But had it not been a dirty cop, the kid would have still been alive. So the kid didn't die because he had the gun. The kid died because of a dirty cop, which is why they suspended him for 30 days, then fired him, and now he's in jail detained without bail for first-degree murder.
Yeah, but the dirty cop would have never been able. The dirty cop would have never been in a position to do something dirty if them kids wasn't outside doing something dirty.
Always do something dirty. A dirty cop wants to do something dirty.
Them kids was doing something dirty. First of all, listen, like I said, sorry for the loss of life for the child. But the child made a decision to pick up a gun, load it, and fire it. And the repercussions of that was him losing his life. And I'm not saying that the cop wasn't dirty. I don't know his record. You know what I'm saying?
The cop was 26 years old.
Well, I mean, what did his jack look like?
So the
what
cop
was the paperwork? Is he known for stuff like
26, this? You're young. So he's young.
Well, I don't know if he has the history of being a dirty cop. I don't know if he has the history of doing these things. Like I said, do they got a rap on him? Is he a cop that has a history of doing things like this?
Lateef clips, y'all. Lateef clips.
Yeah, y'all can learn something. But what I'm trying to say is, like I said, he picked up a loaded gun. He used the loaded gun, and it cost him his life. There's a lot of kids right now picking up loaded guns, and not only are they taking lives, they're also losing their life. So they got to make better decisions. And us as adults, we have to talk to our children. We have to educate our children. We have to train our children. I train mine. So my kids would have never been in that position. But what I'm saying is, we gotta get more fathers. That's all I could say, man.
Why the mothers can't help? The mothers can't help out with that
because the mothers is doing everything.
The mothers can educate too.
Yeah, but the mothers is doing everything.
So what if that?
They cooking, they washing the clothes, they dealing with our.
That's chauvinistic because men cook too.
Yeah, but it's more single mothers than there are single fathers.
But that has nothing to do with the dirty cop.
It has a lot to do with the dirty cop.
Yeah, we gotta understand.
Because the dirty cop is in the position that he in because of a child that wasn't raised properly. So that dirty cop was able to initiate what he did. He would have never been activated. That dirty cop would have never been activated had the child that wasn't raised properly had not shot a bullet through the back of their car. He could have killed one of them.
That's what he tried to do. He ain't shoot it for fun. Well, that whole neighborhood, I'm pretty sure. Remember, they're out there investigating guns and new guns.
Right.
So obviously, they all got guns out there.
Yeah, I believe that.
And he had a 9mm with a scope.
Yeah.
So he ain't the only one with a 9mm with a scope. But right now, they're focusing on the cop being killed. So why do you think they're focused on the cop killing him? Not the cop being killed, but the cop killing him, and not the dirty cop. Everybody, focusing on not him having a gun, should I say. So everybody's focusing on, if you read the news, the 12-year-old, rest in peace. Right. Everybody's focusing on him being killed by the cop, how the cop should be in jail. But nobody's, talking about anything else.
Because from what I heard, and I hate to say this, but
I know it's coming.
This is
Lateef clips, y'all.
I really do hate
your popcorn.
To say this.
I know what he's going to say. I know he's going. I can read his brain. It's going to. I'm
gonna ask you a question.
It's going to be a Michael Jackson right now.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
It's going to be Michael Jackson. Go ahead.
Was the kid Caucasian?
Yeah, I told you. I said Michael Jackson. See, black and white. Michael Jackson. I told you going to do that.
See, you had a kid that didn't have a loaded gun, that was much younger, that cops gunned down and murdered in a park. And everybody was like, well, he's a bad kid. He shouldn't have had the gun. Then you have a kid that has a loaded gun with a laser on it, shoot at the cops to try to murder one of the cops, and everybody is like, oh, the poor kid.
Lateef clips, y'all.
Come on,
all right,
man.
So now we want to talk about...
That's a double standard, but okay.
How do you know if you're having sex with the wrong person?
Woo!
This is something... And why do I say this, right? It's like, all right, why do I say... Because there's a baseball player.
Right.
The pitcher.
Right.
Right?
Right.
By the name of Trevor Bauer. And he's been suspended.
Okay.
For sexual allegations.
Okay.
You think, well, what's the sexual allegations? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much, he's facing new allegations because a woman claims that he choked her unconsciously during sex. And everything was consensual. So her point is that he choked her too long. Which is very interesting. That's why I say you're having sex with the wrong person, because you have women out there like to be choked until they pass out. You know what I mean? So I saved this for last, y'all, for Lateef clips. I can sit back, put my feet up, and let him go to town with this. I can give us some more details, you know. But just understand that, you know, this guy, he won the Cy Young, and
oh, he was a pitcher.
He's a pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Okay.
LA. You know what I mean? And so he pretty much choked her, slapped her, you know. And this is back in 2013, 2014. You know, so
oh man,
they were published just hours after he was handed a 2-year ban. So after they got the 2-year ban from the first situation, this is the next one that just came out. You know, and they're saying you know, the league said it was violation of domestic violence because that's how things went. You know, but and this happened back. He was part of the member of the Cleveland Miners, the first sentence. So this one right here is coming out now recently. So what do you think about this? What do you think? You know, and I guess the funny part, but not so funny part, is when her lawyer and everybody is talking about it, is saying that she woke up one time, he choked her out, and he woke up and he was penetrating her annually, and you know, so she's like, she said, it went too far. He was slapping her, choking her, went too far. So do you think that he was having sex with the wrong person? Like, what do you think? You know, we're gonna.
Did she press charges?
See, that's why you kill me, man.
No, I just wondered, did she press charges? Because before I get into this, I just need to know.
I just said that. I just said how you miss that?
I missed that part.
That's the whole thing. I just said his allegation.
So in my opinion, yeah, he was having sex with the wrong person.
With the wrong couple people. And she said they met on a WhatsApp app. She said they met on some kind of app online, and then she was meeting people.
All types of red flags.
You know, no, but the point was
all types of red flags.
But the point was
they met online.
It was all consensual.
Yeah, and now she got mad because he just went a little bit too far, and she gonna try to have my man's locked up
because she was tapping his arm. See, her lawyer said was tapping the arm, face turning blue, getting dark, and she was tapping the arm, and he ain't let her go. And it's like, you know,
yeah, he wrong. He wrong. He definitely wrong because if she was tapping his arm to say stop and he continued to go on, my man got a little carried away. But he was in the mix.
But do you think
the boy was in the mix?
But do you think
and it's something that he was used to doing because they did it more than once. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he did it with more than different people. It was multiple people, but she's the one that's coming out. But do you think there's women out there that wouldn't have cared that they had choked out and passed out? So you think he just found the wrong woman, having sex with the wrong woman?
Yeah, he probably was having sex with the wrong
violent
woman.
Sex, choking out sex.
Yeah, he probably was having sex with the wrong woman. Because there's some women that, but you can't be choking them out, bro, until they faint. You know what I'm saying? And once they faint, just having your way with them, that's not cool, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's getting a little carried away. But he's an athlete, probably with steroids, dealing with a lot with the fans and stuff like that. And he probably was taking it out on them women. He's a real kinky dude.
Nah. He can't say because of story. It just some women like to be choked. And she didn't want to be choked that long. That's it. She don't be choked that long. So how you
some women like to be choked, but they don't want to be strangled.
We got some like to be strangled. Everybody, we don't know. But
when that paranoia kick in, they let you know, man. It's time to stop, bro.
To the day, y'all. Episode 55 in the books. How you feel about the day?
I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah. All right. So you want us to just do it like this for that one?
No, we're not doing it like this. Man.
He just saying nothing. I love this guy, man. Listen, man. This episode 55. This show was definitely different today. We dedicate this to Lateef Billions, y'all.
Clips.
Lateef Billions.
Clips.
It's his clips, highlights for him to use. You know, hope you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and still enjoy. The show's going to get better as always, but I had to put it on him. So if he don't like the energy of the show, if he don't like the spice of the show, I let him dictate it. It was the only way to prove it that, hey, it's hard work that we do what we do up here, man. But on that note, you know what I mean?
This guy, man.
On that note, man, we appreciate you guys.
Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yup.
We out.
We out. Billions, baby.
Billions.